Hello.
Well, hi there.
How are you?
I'm good.
Your mouth and your words are delayed. Like your
So
mouth is
I'm
moving.
talking, things are moving, but it's not coming out right. That could be fun.
Okay, it stopped.
Okay.
What are you going to do today?
Oh man. I gotta be honest, St. Patrick's Day really snuck up on me. I don't really have anything planned. I think maybe my kids and I will try and make like a
holiday, and that's not really your thing.
no. It was my thing 20 years ago, but I didn't need St. Patrick's Day for that.
You just needed a Tuesday.
Yeah, I gotta kill the joy in this room right now by taking away the sunlight.
I teach tonight PaDDys, and I told the owner, I go, I'm gonna be drunk. She goes, then just don't drive after. Because it's also art walk. It's also art walk downtown Modesto tonight.
Oh, so it's like a stacked night in Modesto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, P. Wexford's gonna be crazy today.
I've never done the art walk. The art walk's a kid-friendly thing too, right?
Definitely.
Okay, what time does that start at?
6:30.
Okay. Because I got a lot going on today. Like there's like Purim is today, which is like the Jewish Halloween, if you will. And there'll be carnivals and games and all that. That's this evening. And then St. Patty's Day is this evening. And then the disc golfing group that I'm a part of is starting a singles holiday series tonight for St. Patty's Day. And then the art walk is tonight. And I don't know what I'm going to do.
Here is another reason the art walk is important that I did not know about art. So in order for you to put your art up in an art gallery, it has to be shown in a gallery first.
So
it's like one of those jobs where you need to have experience, but you can't have experience until you have the job, right?
I think I get what you're saying. So in order to be considered to be on the wall in a gallery, you have to participate in something like an art walk so people can see it in public first and know that it's yours, and then you can move it to the gallery.
That is why we should be so thankful for the downtown Modesto businesses doing the art walk, because those studios and those businesses down there hanging rookie art in their offices counts as a gallery. So now these local artists can put it on their resume that their art has hung in a gallery.
So I could technically take the paintings that you and I did on our live stream on Bob Ross Day a year and a half ago, take it down to the art walk and have people see them. And then once they're seen, I could be in a gallery.
You could be.
Because if you remember, I did a really, really, really good modern impressionist take on a log cabin.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
The art hanging in our studio is phenomenal. And one of the guys who takes my Pilates class, I did not know, paints them, some of them. And there's this one of a sunflower that, you know, when you get like closer to something, it looks like a Van Gogh. It's all messy, you know, they always say. And it's just more beautiful the closer you get to it. We have a lot of good local artists.
I'm talking to somebody right now who does, like, I got to take some pictures and show you the work, some of the work that these people do, the talent that they have to just think of these things in their mind and then just make them happen on canvas or paper. Is just, it's always blown me away. I've always been so jealous of anybody that can put pen or pencil or brush to paper and make something that either A, you're like, is that a picture or a painting? Or B, I know it's a painting and you've done such an amazing job with it that how does that even swirl around in your brain?
I don't know. I can't do. Right. There's one that they're called phases. And I said, why are these series called phases? And she said, it's because it's different phases of the artist's life. And then, so once I knew that and I went through and looked at them again, I was like, this is really interesting. And I'm not really into art, but it's not. And there was one that I was like, oh, it's a pretty flower. Maybe I'll buy it. She's like $1,200. I'm all, hold on. Let me go to the car and get my wallet. I'll be back.
Whoa, have you done that? Oh my God, what was I looking at the other day?
Where's my wallet? My bad, my bad.
I do that all the time when I get up somewhere and it's like, and I don't, if you see something that you know should be more expensive, but then you see the price, like that's too good to be true. And it's the wrong one. You get up there and you're like, okay, can you hold on to this? Let me go get my wallet real quick.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be like 200. And I don't want to be offensive to the artist because that's what it's worth, but I don't know anything about art. So I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Hey, isn't that the point of being a rookie artist though? If your stuff is on the art walk because you're a rookie artist and you want to get it into a gallery, $1,200, like 200, and then you're welcome for getting you in the gallery. And then come talk to me when you're on PBS making millions. Until then, your work isn't worth anything until you're dead. So give it to me at whatever price, but it's not going to be 1,200.
I'm not going to tell him that because he's in my PaDDys class every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm just going to become his friend and tell him I want one of a bumblebee and see what happens.
Oh, so you want to commission a piece?
I'm telling you,
have a guy
that he did. I kept looking at him like, I'm going to put it in his ear that I want to be painting.
I was going to commission a piece for you years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but the guy that was going to do it initially was going to do it and then wanted money for it and then got arrested like 3 days later. And he's in prison for like another 12 years. So
I do remember that.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was going to get you a Wonder Woman, right? But it was going to be like this whole thing because he was really, really good. And so I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, I don't know if you want to do something like I mean, I guess I can pay you, but I don't have a whole lot, but we can work something out. And he was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I love you guys. I'm happy to do one for her. Right. That was like on a Monday. And then like a Wednesday rolls around. He goes, hey, I was going to do it for free for you, but I need the money. So I'm going to have to commission this piece and it's going to be a few $100s. And I was like, oh, well, let me go get my wallet and I'll call you back. Right. And then a couple days later, he was just in prison and he hasn't been out since.
He needed that bail money. He thought he was going to get bail money, but he did not.
No, there is no bail money for this guy. So long story short, you don't get your Wonder Woman from him, but I'm working on it. It's taken about 8 years.
I'm assuming the places to be today are P. Wexfords. They're doing a big thing. Most people come and go out of there, stop in, don't drive. I'm sure Uber's double the price. It's still cheaper than a DUI.
Tell me more about Irish Days and Murphy's, because that's a thing that you know
Irish Days, they shut down all of downtown Murphy's. And I showed you a photo last night of how my little town is. And there's 4 locals out there who are painting the street with the big shamrocks and stuff. So it'll be popping. It's supposed to be raining. Hold on. I have a friend bringing me my food, my lunch, and they want to know if I want Starbucks. Would you like anything from Starbucks?
I mean, if she or if he or whoever happens to have.
Way to out everybody being a girl.
I don't know who's bringing you stuff. Whoever's bringing stuff, if they happen to get a vanilla sweet cream cold brew,
okay.
Usually it's your dad.
Ian
Where's Papa Madden anyway? I haven't seen Papa Madden in a couple of months.
I'll tell you why Papa Madden is the most fantastic. Hold on. Ian Riley would like a vanilla sweet cream cold brew with caramel drizzle. Yeah.
Thanks for adding that.
And then I would like a grande brown sugar oat milk shaken latte, please and thank you.
My order is less high maintenance.
So, yesterday, sorry that we're not cute, Angie. So yesterday I was headed out to Knight's Ferry, but I stopped at the folks' house to take a shower. And my mom goes, hey, babe, thinking I was my dad walking in the door. And I go, no, it's not dad, it's me. Where's he at, though? And she said, going to get me a coffee. And I go, do you think he's done? And she goes, for sure. So I call him and I go, are you already done getting mom a coffee? And he goes, yeah. And I go, dang it, right? Get in the shower, come out there. He went and got back in line to get me a coffee. And he knows what I order because he has mine and yours on his own he has the text message set aside for when you and I want coffee.
I'm surprised that he doesn't have the Starbucks app and he's trying to earn stars.
App? No, but Sue's gonna have to teach him how to use that.
So, okay, question, because
he will not put any kind of financial information on his phone or on his computer.
That's a very boomer thing that my mom also embodies.
He will not pay for an Amazon. He hates Jeff Bezos. He will not pay for an Amazon account. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. He's a great guy, though. I mean, as far as guys go, he is the best. Okay, here's my question for you. Do you have anybody in your life? Because I heard you do it with your dad. Like when you called your dad, you said he wasn't in line anymore. Like you could have, or said he already got the coffee. You could be like, okay, cool, see what you got here. But you followed up with dang it. And I'll bet you knew he would probably go back and get one.
There's always a couple lines that I could use with anybody that I know it's going to make it happen. Like
so
if I'm at my parents' house, yeah.
What's
if
that?
I'm at my parents' house, I'll say to my mom, oh man, you make the best tacos. I've been craving them all day. And that night, bam, tacos. My buddy Kenny, if I have something mechanical or something that needs to be fixed, I say, if you can't do it, I'll call another man. And he's like, the crap you will. And he gets it done.
I think with me, you just ask if there's anything.
And you help me. My dad's the same. Dad, will you get this for me? Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, next time you're at Costco, can you blah, blah, blah? And then all of a sudden there's a Costco trip that day.
Do you have any friends that have that? Like I've noticed, like I've got a few friends that like, they won't ask me directly. They just kind of like, they'll hint around like, man, sure would be cool if I could get this thing done today.
Oh yeah. Get that about tickets. Concert tickets.
Like, yeah. I'll bet that would be cool if you could get that done today.
I heard that Shawn Mendes was in town. Is that true? Well, you could have just asked Alexa.
Yeah.
But I know you're
the one show.
Just write out, do you have tickets to Shawn Mendes I can have?
My favorite is, hey, did you see Shawn Mendes is going to be in town? Uh-huh. Man, it'd be awesome if I had some tickets for that. Uh-huh. I'll tell my friends now, like when they hint around, I've got friends I'm close enough now, like when they hint around, like you can just ask me.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, all right.
The ones who would started to, because I don't really go to a lot of shows anymore. That was very generous when we started. I'm not that age anymore. I want to see, it's too late for me. I have to be very particular if I'm going to go to a show. But the ones that would upset me are the ones who would go to a concert where I couldn't get tickets. So they just didn't even ask, and then they buy tickets and still not invite me. So like I pop on a social media and they're at a concert I would have enjoyed, but they went and didn't even ask if I wanted to go. And I'm like,
and doing all the middle-aged stuff that we love, like sitting down in a seat and enjoying refreshments while the show's going on.
Yeah. But you've invited me to Pink and Katy Perry and to all the ones that I could. Oh, you can get us tickets. We should go. Yeah, those are the worst ones.
Oh, man.
I'm just like my dad. If you had called me and you're like, hey, can you stop and get me Starbucks, which you would never do because you never ask for anything, and I was already out of the line, you know I would get back in that line for you.
You said that with such disdain. You never do because you never ask.
You don't. You don't accept things well.
But I would too. If you call, you know I would.
No, Shawn Mendes is not yet. But he will be, and we will have tickets on K-Hop, Angie.
Wait, Shawn Mendes is in town? You know what, though? I would, out of all of our artists. What's that?
You want to go to Shawn Mendes?
I would go see Shawn Mendes. I would go see right now on our radio station. If I had to go pick out some people to see, I would. Watch yourself here. I'd go to a Bieber show.
100%.
I'd go to I'd go to a Shawn Mendes show. And then Five Sauce just put out a new song, and they're a really good rock band. And I would probably go to a Five Sauce show.
That Five Sauce song is good.
Yeah.
We went to Mendes and didn't see Shawn Mendes perform. And that's the last concert. That's the last concert I have taken my daughter to, and I told her I will not take her to another one because of it.
She wanted to go home early on that one, right?
We did the meet and greet. We met Shawn Mendes before the show. She sat on the ground and was upset that we had to wait in line. And I know I'm part of the problem when it comes to the seats. She didn't want to sit next to random people. I've never wanted to sit in the lawn. I don't like strangers all up in my business. We had good seats. She just didn't want to be, Daddy would give me a box. So then we're waiting in line, to go into the show. And we have like these gold wristbands, and this guy is walking around going, blue wristbands. And she goes, I bet we need to be up front. I bet this guy is calling. I go, no, Layla, stop acting that way. Wait in line with the rest of everybody. We got a meet and greet. We're not cutting this line. She goes, just ask. Will you just ask? So I look at the guy and I go, what about the gold wristband? And he goes, oh, you're way ahead of everybody. Right? You're media. And Layla looks right at me like, told you we belong in front of these commoners. And then tells me she doesn't want to stay for the show because it's too many random people around her. And then on the way home, I told her how disappointed I was in her. I said, I don't think you realize that growing up in radio, what you and your brother get, that a lot of this show is sometimes the only show kids ever go to, if at all. And then 3 months later, she said, I made a poor decision. Can you give me Shawn Mendes tickets again? And I said, no. No. Maybe another show, but no. And then they moved to Vegas, and their dad takes her to every show, and I'm sure she still hasn't learned her lesson.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. He goes to big shows, and they'll stay home. They're like, meh. Mm-hmm.
Jaded at a young age.
I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed by her. I gave the tickets to somebody else in the cheap seats on the way out.
This might be a good topic for another time, but I, especially in the last year and a half, my parenting style has changed a little bit because I was a total helicopter parent, and I was a total kids, behave yourself and act older than your age while we're at this place and do all the things. And I would lose my mind trying to do it. And I don't want to say that I mail it in and let them do whatever they do now when we're out, but I've backed off the, and I'm not saying I heard this from you and your Shawn Mendes story. I'm just saying, because you were like, and I was part of the problem here, and she was sitting on the ground and stuff like that. Because that stuff bugs the heck out of me. But I've stopped having my youngest get off the ground when he does that, because I'm letting kind of some other people now kind of look and be like, what are you doing? Because clearly what I'm saying is not registering. When I'm like, dude, get up. So I'm kind of letting other people now think, dude, what are you doing? Maybe that works.
What are you doing? Yeah. We just, the divorce, there's a lot of different parenting that I had done since the divorce too. Hold on, I'm giving my friend our address.
But yeah, because every style, and I think especially when you go through a divorce, or you're kind of resetting everything, and the ideal scenario is that even though you're exes, you guys are still working hand in hand, but that's not always the case. And so you're always kind of, you're trying to figure out your own style on your own. And my style, when it was the two of us, was one's running defense while the other's doing offense. And when you're by yourself, you got to do defense and offense. You kind of live like I've adopted this, let Kobe get his 30. When Kobe Bryant was playing basketball, you knew he was going to get 30 points no matter what you did. So I let him get their 30 points where I know they're going to get it no matter what. And I run defense on the stuff I can control.
Yes. And that's why, because Joe and I have a difference of opinion on the kids' sports and school right now. And again, I'm probably the minority in this. But my mom and dad were there last week, and I was there last week. And Joey didn't want to go to soccer practice. And my my opinion, I'd be like, family being here is more important than 9-year-old soccer practice. This is dumb. And Joe is like, no, he made a commitment. He's letting his team down if he doesn't come. And he's not wrong. And I'm not wrong. So it's hard to try to find like a compromise. But because the kids are living there full time, I have to go with what he wants. Your dad says you got to go to soccer practice, kid. Like, this isn't my time. This is your dad's time. But I would have let him stay home. So when the kids were living here, like, I've been like, bye. I mean, mommy, if you don't want to go, I don't want to go.
So the kids were living there. It was no. And then they moved to Las Vegas. Like, I'm Pele.
Yeah. Like, the kids had an opportunity to do Stagecoach and Disneyland. And he's like, how about I fly your parents out? Because we're in the middle of what we call the ratings period. I can't take time off to go help him out. And I'm like, why don't you drop them off with your aunt and your grandma can hang out with the kids for a day? And he's like, they have school. They're in 6th and 4th grade. They can miss a day of school for Disneyland and to see their grandma.
They can't, because who's going to tell them about the missions? Where are they going to learn the definition of the word flabbergasted if they're not in school?
That's another reason that when it comes to structure and stuff, that it's kind of better that the kids are with him. Because when there were snow days last year, I'm like, ew, I don't want to go out in the snow either. Stay home.
Structure is valuable. Structure is super valuable. I was talking to somebody the other day about one of my little side things. And it's like kind of struggling financially, kind of not. And so they made an offer to help me out. And I was like, no, I don't want that kind of help. I need structure and knowledge. So if you could share your information with me, that's way more valuable than your money, Yeah.
I know. The person that I'm hanging out with is extremely structured. And I keep trying to let them know that I am the opposite. And they're like, I have all of my ducks in a row. And I said, I don't know where my ducks are.
I don't even know if they're ducks.
So, and they're like, well, I need a little bit more fun in my life. That I can provide.
Got it.
Got that in spades. You
right?
Keep the structure, I'll keep the fun.
But it's time they're like, so what you need is someone to fix your life. I said, well, no, not that per se, but well, yeah, I guess.
Our first date, they were saying how they don't want to take care of anyone. And then finally, like 2 days ago, I let them know I want to be taken care of. Like, that's kind of what I want now in life. And they're like, no, I just don't want to fix anybody. And I'm like, you wouldn't be able to fix this anyway. No fixing.
I've been through 3 therapists. Like, what makes you any different?
Right. I'll give you my therapist number. She could break it down for you.
Oh, it could be a collab.
That would actually be like, I'm going to put that in when I start dating again, I get to call your therapist. You don't have one, then you don't get to date me. If you have one, I get to call them.
They get to call yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Esther would be like, well, Esther would look them dead in the face and be like, get out. You want none of this.
She'd be like, okay, Esther, I see what you're trying to do here.
Her name is Esther. If you're looking for a therapist, you should absolutely hit her up because she's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. We've known her for years. She's a great woman. Great woman.
I'm allowed to do that, right? She's just not, HIPAA doesn't let her give my information. I'm allowed to give her information, right?
Yes. And then also apparently there's something about recording in a therapy session. Like, it's like not even okay for you to record, I learned, or something like that. Because I had a therapist when my marriage was ending who said some incredibly inappropriate things to me. And I let you hear it too. And when I took it to the insurance panel, and when I took it to like my ex-wife now at the time, when we're working on things, I said, I'm really trying, but listen to what this therapist told me. And I was trying to play it to her. She goes, I don't want to hear it. That's unethical. And I said, I get that, but like what he told me is also unethical. What do I do here? So I don't even think you can do that.
You're not allowed to record any. How would you not know that? We've been doing this job 20 years.
I know he's not allowed to, but if it's my medical session and if it's for my protection, I can't either.
No.
See, I didn't know that because I knew that it was going down an inappropriate road. And so I wanted some sort of a proof so I could show people like, hey, like this was really inappropriate and this is what was happening. And so once I got all of that, it was like, there's nothing that's you can't do that in a therapy session. I was like, well, I thought he couldn't. Why can't I? So,
all right, you guys, we're gonna jump off. Disneyland, Vegas, Usher in Vegas, we have Disneyland tickets. What else we got?
I mean, Disneyland's a big thing right now. In fact, in the next 1 minute and 50 seconds, they're gonna have a chance to guess a number.
Okay, bye. I better get in there. Okay, bye, guys.